Guys, it's Sunday. I got clients today, so no blunt this morning, no breakfast blunt. But I got some information here as to why we buy Bitcoin again, guys. Elon Musk reposted this. Libs of TikTok. These are some of the things that the blue people are demanding we fund. Number one, $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. Number two, $853,000 for transgender people in Nepal. Number three, $4.2 million for LGBTQ people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. Number four, $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. Number five, $500,000 for electric buses in Rwanda. $6 million for media organizations for Palestinians, $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho, $882,000 for social media and mentorship in Serbia. So when you guys pay taxes and your money goes to these places for these things, then you remember why you buy Bitcoin. Because the more Bitcoin you buy, the less of this bullshit you will have to pay for. Now, what we're doing right now, the crypto community, we are leaving the matrix. Okay? When you leave the matrix, the fiat matrix, and go into the Bitcoin network, you leave all this taxation behind. They cannot tax us if we have Bitcoin unless we sell. And then as long as we convert everything to Bitcoin, eventually they're going to keep pulling from the system that people are leaving from. And eventually that system will shrink into nothingness. And then you have the new system, which is the Bitcoin network. Hopefully Bitcoin cannot be corrupted. That's what we're banking on here, okay? This right here is some of the most infuriating stuff I ever come in contact with in my life on a daily basis. Taxation, government spending, fiscal policy, printing money, the Federal Reserve, corruption, conspiracies. This is all money that you guys are paying. This is all things that you are paying for. We are paying for. I just don't. It upsets me. I gotta leave this screen because this shit just drives me crazy. I can't look at it anymore. You know, we work so hard for our money. You know, we slave, we get up early, we come home late. You sacrifice time with your family, your kids, your girlfriend, whatever. And then you find out that this fucking country is sending our money that we slave for, that we could use to buy a house or to buy more Bitcoin or to buy assets to help us. They're sending it for fucking circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. Or LGBTQ gay shit for fucking Balkans and Uganda. Like, do you think I give a fuck about any of those fuckers over there? No. I fucking hate this shit. Ben Shapiro fucking, dude, I don't trust him at all. I don't like Patrick Bet-David at all. I like the sheriff in this video. I do not like Patrick Bet-David. I don't trust him. Now, the Wealth Coach reposts, it's absolutely mind-blowing that Bitcoin is the 7th largest asset in the world, and he doesn't know a single person in real life who owns any or directly invests in it or even cares about it. Oh, God, sorry, guys, I'm tired. And this chart that he's referring to is Bitcoin the only things that are above Bitcoin as far as market cap goes are silver, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and gold at number one with a $26 trillion market cap. So we've got a few hurdles to overcome here. But Bitcoin doubling in market cap is easily possible. And that'll put you right at near Microsoft, near Nvidia. So that's good to see. Then you have the Great Martis reposts, or I reposted this. Great Martis says, the gold isn't rising due to speculative euphoria. It's rising because a major crisis looms. The lead up to historical crisis and their aftermath is shown below. Something big is coming. God bless, Godspeed, and God help us all. That sounds like some fear mongering, but I reposted it because we do believe that there is a big crisis looming. You're seeing like the markets start to shake. Like you're seeing in Tampa over here in Florida, like you're seeing the housing prices come down a lot by 50,000, 25,000, 100,000. You're seeing Bitcoin start to pump pretty hard. We're back up to 123. You're seeing the job market start to implode. I mean, you're seeing, it's funny because like you're seeing people are complaining. You're seeing videos on TikTok and Instagram, reels of people just, they can't find jobs. They're suffering. They've applied to 5,000 jobs. They've like sent in 10,000 resumes. And then they just get hit with like these ghost jobs where they're not even hiring anymore, or there's 6,000 applicants for one position. It's completely saturated. And this is what I was thinking about when I was in college and I got my bachelor's. I was like, what happens when everybody has a bachelor's? Like, what happens when everybody has a master's? Like, what happens when 10,000 people apply to one job? Like, this is the shit that like the smart people were thinking about like 5-10 years ago. I think there's going to have to be some kind of universal basic income rolled out to help the masses, because when you have no jobs, you have no purpose, you have anarchy, you have chaos. So people are going to need a way to get survival materials. They need money. And I think you're going to need some kind of universal basic income or some kind of system to keep the people from rioting. So it's incredible. You're seeing the GDP and the stock markets rise in the US, like we're at all-time highs, but then you see videos on TikTok and Instagram of people just saying there's no jobs. So you have like the government pulling you and saying you one thing, and then you have the people who are saying and posting about something completely opposite. And that's where the conspiracies lie in between that. Why is that happening? You guys always know I ask the why. Well, because the Fed prints money. And the people who don't believe that this is happening and that everything's hunky-dory and that the Fed, I have some clients where they think the Fed is good. They say the Fed is good because when the Fed prints money, it regulates economic crashes. And I put some thought into that. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense actually, because the Fed, if we went into too much of a deflationary, well, I don't know if we have like a lot of deflation, if that's a good thing. Like, I wonder if there's an outcome of that could be bad. Too much deflation versus too much inflation. Anyway, I'm just thinking off the top of my head here, guys. But you're seeing a lot of things come to a head, and the dollar really, you can feel it, man. Like, the money that you make is literally just spent it goes in your pocket, and it literally just flies out of your pocket. Like, that's what these Instagram and TikTok reels are talking about. Like, people just make their money. They work 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, 40 hours a week, and they have nothing to show for it. It's all just drained by the fiat currency, by, increased prices, increased gas, increases of goods. Dude, you can't even order things on eBay without a $150 tariff tax. So, I'm extremely concerned for specifically my parents' generation and my parents' wealth and their assets. Like, I'm very worried. This is why I'm also trying to buy as much crypto as I can, because for my family's sake, for our family's sake, for your family's sake, we have the power, we have the knowledge that most people don't have. And because of that, we need to buy as much of this for the people we care about as much as we can get our hands on. So, kind of coming to you guys with a serious note today, but like I said, the end of the year is going to get a little rough. I know it. I could feel it. People like me who can predict the future, we can sense it, and it's going to be a hell of a time. So it's a good time to be in crypto, and I think you guys are in the right spot here. If we go to my YouTube channel, I know you guys had some comments here, and I had some other comments on some other YouTube videos I was commenting on. So actually, I'll go to these comments first. I was commenting on Team Rocket Joey's page again. I like his channel. He's got a good channel. And I was like, what did I say here? Well, I said that, but the other comments. So we believe that the market will continue to go up because of inflation, because of printing. So I said, on his page on one of this guy's. This is a different Pokemon channel. I said, as long as the Fed prints dollars, Pokemon cards, crypto, and assets will increase. It's simple. Got a lot of comments on this. So this guy said, "What's your well, that one's nothing." Yeah, I've not been wanting to hold cash right now, spending a lot on cheap prismatic before it's gone. This is the plain truth, amigo. Cash is trash. Inflation is only going to increase, and the Fed is always going to print us out. Shoot, can y'all imagine if we might start getting stimulus checks again? The lack of... Oh, yeah, so it's a little bit of a 50-50 mix here. A lot of Poke nerds still don't understand how the Fed works, but there are a lot of people on these Poke channels where they do understand how the Fed works, and it's hilarious to see just how behind these PokeTubers are. I said on this guy's comment, I said, as a crypto bro for over 7 years, you were very wrong about this market. Crypto and Pokemon are eerily similar. This guy says, no, it's not. They're two different things. They're two different things. Yes, he's right. But they both, and I said they both increase as inflation increases. They're both deflationary assets. This is what I mean, dude. These Poke nerds have no fucking idea about any financial knowledge at all or personal finance. They just like, oh, no, it's not. One's Pokemon cards, one's crypto. But yes, they both are different objects, but they increase with the Fed. As the Fed fucks us, they help us. As the Fed fucks us, they help us. These crypto and Pokemon cards help us. Silver, gold, help us. Okay? So, that is those comments there on the Poke channels. Now, here on the comments, some of you guys made some comments here. You said, Mr. Baller, thank you for the comment, bro. Holy W, free Evolving Skies box and a full refund. That tag 10 Greninja is going to be a great play for sure. Things are hectic right now, but there's still plenty of plays to make. There are so many plays to make, dude. Like, anybody who is upset about this Pokemon market needs to check their wealth status and, like, check their holdings and check what the fuck they're doing here. Like, dude, it's a bull run. Like, take advantage of it. All the people who are sitting on supply products from 2016 Pokemon, like, now's your time to sell. And maybe roll that into some modern Pokemon cards, or just put it into other investments in other sectors. Holy fuck. Thanks for the comment, Mr. Baller. And yeah, dude, free Evolving Skies box, tag 10 Greninja. Dude, I've been sleeping with my tag 10s, dude. I've been sleeping next to them like a gold bar, you know? I just put them next to my bed, and I pretend like they're my teddy bear. I love them. They feel great. And, yeah, free Evolving Skies box, guys. So I'm actually going to roll that credit into my personal training business. I'll probably get some merch for my clients, invest in myself this time around. So got to spread the seeds, spread the wealth around. Vibra Finance, bro. What's going on? I'll bet my life we come back down to 50K. Tether is going to implode. They set it up when the reverse carry trade unwinds fireworks. Money will flood out of BTC, ETFs, and into XRP. It's been planned already. I'm blessed to have the knowledge. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I've thought of that before. That's a whole scenario that I've thought in my head for years. Like, maybe Bitcoin is the Trojan horse, and if it once that goes up to a certain price point, then you'll have an outflow into all the altcoins, and that will pump the altcoins. All tides rise with Bitcoin type thing. I have to disagree with you, Vibra, though. I don't think we'll go back to 50. Like, I think that would cause too much fear. I mean, that would cause probably maybe too much fear and cascade the market into a serious crash. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's what they want. I do believe Tether will implode. I think that's a total freaking scam. That's what they use to print the money for, they print money on Tether. Yeah, they set it up. Yep. And I agree. Yeah, I agree. It could happen. I would be really surprised if we went back down to 50K. That would actually scare me. I think that would actually scare me, and I'm going to need your guys' help for that, because that'll bring me back down to pretty much close to baseline, close to breaking even there. A little bit more than that, but that'll be a nerve-wracking time for sure. So thanks for coming. Hot Dingleberries, tag slabs. I remember I read that one yesterday. Anyway, guys, yeah, again, just another video on why we buy crypto, the destabilization. Bitcoin is still only the 7th largest asset in the world, so we've still got some time to go here. It still has to overtake a couple companies, which it should overtake. I definitely think it could overtake Apple. I definitely think it could overtake NVIDIA. Gold is going to be the real challenge. 26 trillion is no joke. All right, guys, that's my video. Hope you liked it. Thanks for the comments, and help me out with the algorithm. Give me a like and sub. Thanks. Peace.